Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, in a country, there lived a very pretty princess. People called her Snow White, since her skin was as white as snow. The king married a new queen as Snow White's mom passed away. However, the new queen was a very scary witch. The new queen had a magic mirror. "Hey, mirror, who is the most beautiful person in this country?"
"The most beautiful person in this country is you."
On another day, the mirror answered like this.
"Although you are pretty, the Princess Snow White is the most beautiful person."
"What did you say?" The new queen called a hunter. "Kill Snow White without letting any people know." The hunter took Snow White into a forest, but she looked so pitiful that he couldn't kill her.
"Princess, run away right now! The queen is trying to kill you!"
The hunter let her go. Snow White wandered in the dark forest. "I'm in trouble. What should I do?" Right then, she found a small house. Entering the small door, there were 7 plates set up on a table. Snow White was so hungry that she ate the food and fell asleep. Not long after that, 7 dwarfs came home after work.
"Who ate our food?" There is a pretty woman sleeping on our bed."
Their voices woke up Snow White, and she told them everything that she had gone through.
"Don't worry, Princess. From now on, we are going to protect you."
The new queen asked the mirror, thinking that Snow White was dead. "Hey, mirror, who is the most beautiful person in this country?"
"The most beautiful person in this country is Snow White, who lives in the forest with dwarves."
"What? Snow White is still alive? I'm going to get rid of her for sure this time." The Mad Queen disguised herself as an old woman selling apples and went out to find Snow White. "Delicious apples." The new queen gave a poisonous apple to Snow White. Snow White took a bite without knowing anything was wrong.
I'm choking."
She fell down on the floor. The 7 dwarfs came home from work and discovered Snow White lying on the floor.
"Princess, we're here."
Since the dwarfs couldn't bury her in the ground, they laid her in a glass coffin and held a funeral. Right then, a prince from a neighboring country was passing by for hunting. He saw Snow White and fell in love with her. "Oh, what a beautiful woman she is!" After he heard the stories from the dwarves, he said, "I'll take her to my country and pray to God to save her life." The prince told his retainers to move the glass coffin.
"Yo ho ho!"
All of a sudden, the glass coffin clattered as a retainer fell onto it. Then, the piece of poisonous apple came out of Snow White's mouth, and she came back alive.
Oh, wow! The princess is alive! Hooray!
The prince proposed to Snow White. "I want to marry you."
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Snow White married the prince, and they lived happily ever after.